Hello again, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode here. Banish the doubt. I am George McNamara. In this episode, in this video, what I want to talk about is how to understand and get beyond our thoughts and our emotions. You see the diagram I have behind us here is us, and that line is the connecting link to who we truly are, source energy, God, universal consciousness, however you want to define it. There's a line going from the top of the head to that circle, and the line is the connecting link. And the circle is that source energy, is God, God consciousness. We are that, and it is us. But that link, you can see it's being sort of crossed out by those are our thoughts, those are our emotions. And those thoughts and those emotions we're also clouding out the source energy, the connection to it, that we can't see it. And what those lines represent are the conditioned beliefs and all the conditioning that took place from when we were born into this world until age around 7. Those were the years and the time when we were most vulnerable, when we were in a hypnotic state, as as Dr. Bruce Lipton talked about. Because those were the years when our consciousness, our conscious mind was not developed. The consciousness, which is that, is everywhere. But those belief systems, how we traverse this world, was demonstrated for us by our parents and caretakers, our siblings, and society. So a lot of almost everything that we think about, how we think, and the emotions that come up are linked to that upbringing, to those years where those belief systems were downloaded into us. I can remember one particular evening where my younger brother had a friend over at the house, and my mom standing at one end of the kitchen, and my father at the other. And my brother asking my father if his friend could sleep over. My father said, "Yeah, sure." Immediately, my mom started reacting in such a hyperbolic way. She actually started to like pull on her hair and jump up and down. What does that do to a young boy? How does that obviously how it affected me, because I can still see it today. See, any type of events that took place in your life, and that's when my conscious mind was developed. I was probably in like that more slower brainwave state from ages 7 to 12. What I'm establishing here is that these events leave an indelible mark, like Dr. Joe Dispenza says. In a traumatic event, our mind narrows, our vision narrows on an incident, something, an image. It takes a snapshot, which is what my mind did. And it's embossed in our brains. And we unconsciously, our life is sort of programmed, absolutely not sort of, it is programmed in that way, where we unconsciously live our life So if you had a traumatic upbringing, maybe you came from a lot of dysfunction, maybe there was abuse, physical abuse, domestic abuse, alcohol, substance abuse, and you came through that, that is part of those lines obscuring your view or your understanding that you are a part of the source energy, God consciousness, and is a part of you. If you were not, if it was not demonstrated to you how to properly handle your emotions, which obviously clearly that was not for me. And my father's reaction was, "What the hell's wrong with you?" So you have, instead of reaching out, say, "Wait a minute, something's clearly wrong here," it was dramatic and then a complete void of any type of emotional connection. So what does that do to a young boy? What does that tell the young boy about the relationship between a husband and a wife? How do you handle your emotions? What was being demonstrated? So if you can relate to anything like what I'm talking about, then you too have been programmed. So today we are operating based off of that downloading of emotions. Now, the way that we understand this and circumvent this is to become present, understand that there is nothing but the present moment. We no longer identify with the past. We are who we are today, and in this moment, I am enough. I am deserving. I am enough. I am deserving of a beautiful, tranquil life. In this moment, everything is perfect. God consciousness, source energy, universal subconscious, whatever you want to call it, always works in my favor. It was what I had to come through in order to get here in this moment. And I love and appreciate myself. I am no longer associated with that trauma, that dysfunction. It is what it is. It happened. I let it go. I learned from it. The thoughts that we have are not, we don't have thoughts. Thoughts are like clouds in the sky. They simply just pass through our consciousness. And the thoughts that we have, the ones that pass through, which they are always doing that. We learn now to understand that they are passing through. We want to identify with and latch on, or to choose, not latch on, to choose those thoughts that reinforce this feeling, reinforce this knowledge, reinforce this now moment that I am enough, I am worthy, I am deserving, I am whatever it is you identify with, whatever desire you have for yourself. You would not have, or the desire would not be there. That image of you would not be there, but for the desire. The desire is there because the image is there. That is the thought. That is the cloud passing through. Identify with that. Hold on to that. Reinforce that, the desire, and only choose the thoughts that reinforce that desire. When emotions do come up, when situations do come up, we understand and we say, no, I am in this present moment. What is taking place right now? What must I believe about myself? How must I define myself? What must I have as far as assumptions about myself or perceptions that has me feeling the way I'm feeling based on this thought that is passing through? And we recognize, okay, that's just like the clouds in the sky. Just allow them to pass through. So to illustrate this a little differently, so yesterday here, where I live, there was a lot of clouds and rain, but the sun was there and the clouds just passed through. And today is a beautiful sunny day, or at least it's going to be. It's dark now, but we allow the clouds to pass through. So any thoughts that are not aligned with your desire, aligned with the image you have of yourself, allow them to pass through. But if you find yourself choosing those thoughts or attaching yourself to those thoughts, then we understand, we ask the question, okay, what is it about myself that I'm still sort of working through? Okay, I'm clearing up this link. What is it about myself that still has me identifying with those clouds obscuring God, source energy, universal consciousness? What must I still believe about myself in order to identify with those thoughts? You see, because in each moment we have a decision, we have a choice. I can either choose to identify with those thoughts, or I can choose to just allow them, the emotions, to pass through and stay focused on the thoughts, the desires, that I am that right here and right now. These are some of the ways that we can work towards identifying the emotion and the thought, and how to circumvent them, how to overcome, how to get past them, and allow them just to be. If we do this, you're going to start noticing that your life is a lot lighter. It feels a lot lighter. You're going to walk with more confidence. You're going to control your breathing, your conversations. The people in your life are going to start to change because you're going to start to align yourself unconsciously, align yourself with or draw to you people who feel exactly the same way, who have that same type of mindset. Put this into practice. You're going to be amazed at the results. Have a great day.